Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I put up a video, but you know, life has just been pretty busy lately. But anyways, right now I want to do a video on this pretty neat little flashlight I picked up recently as a result of watching As I Lay Dying. He does a lot of, you know, really good flashlight videos, and you know, I shouldn't really watch his videos because then I want the stuff that he does videos on, as turned out with this. But regardless, it's a very good product. It's a great light, great value. You know, it's pretty cheap. I think it's around 30 bucks, maybe even a little bit cheaper, about $27. And it's really, for that price and the technology that's into this, that goes into this flashlight, it's just absolutely incredible. Nitecore, you know, they're a Chinese brand, but they're honestly, I'd say, leading the pack as far as you know, flashlight manufacturers, use of technologies, and just, you know, innovations and stuff in the flashlight, you know, world. So this little light is called the SENS, SENS AA, and what this thing does that's, you know, different from any other flashlight in existence, you know, as far as I'm aware of, is that it incorporates a accelerometer onto its circuit board. And what that does is allows Nitecore to implement something they call ADT, which is active dimming technology. And basically it's kind of represented here by this little picture. How it works is, when you have this mode activated, the flashlight will automatically change the brightness or its output based on the position you hold it in. So say this works best in like a walking scenario. Say you're walking through the woods, or just walking in general, you know, it's dark, whatever. You know that when you are just looking at the ground in front of you, you don't need as much light as you would need if you want to illuminate a whole big area far from you out in front. So basically what this light does is it automatically will change the brightness. It'll dim it when it's pointed towards the ground, and then when you point it, or when you lift the light head a little bit more, it'll boost the brightness to about medium. And then when you have it straight, you know, parallel to the ground going out, it'll do the maximum output. So it really works incredibly well, and you know, it's just an awesome implementation of technology. And they, you know, they say that it'll increase the output, or the runtime, 5 to 8 hours, or 5 to 8 times what it would be normally if you just had it on high, which I can see, because you know, most of the time you're going to have it on the low setting when, you know, you just have it pointed down towards your feet. But yeah, that's just a quick spiel on, you know, how that technology works. And other than that, it's just got 3 basic modes, and the way that you activate the modes are a little bit different from any other flashlight. It doesn't have a clicky switch or anything. It just has a flat base here, and then it has the head. And basically how you actuate it is you have to twist the head, and if you want to activate the ADT, what you're going to do is you're going to point it upward and twist it, and then now the ADT is activated. So here's going to be your full brightness. I'm going to point it about 45-degree angle. You should see it dim a little bit. Then I'm going to point it straight down. You can see right there that it just dimmed. So lift it up a little bit. You can see it increasing brightness. And then you can see it goes to maximum. Now when you go from maximum to, you know, downwards, you can see it takes a little bit of time for it to adjust and dim the light. But the good thing is, if you need to quickly bring it up and illuminate something, it does that really fast. So that's really nice. So that's basically how that works. In order to activate this mode, when you turn it on, you have to have the light facing upwards. Now, to activate the low, medium, and high modes, respectively, what you're gonna do is point it down and turn it on. Now that will give you the micro or the low mode. That's your lowest output. Now, no matter what orientation you have it in, it stays in this this output. Now, if you want to have it on medium, you put it at about 45 degrees, twist it on. You can see sometimes when you turn it on, it takes a little bit of time for it to get up to its set brightness, just as the computer inside is trying to regulate how much power it needs to put through it. But that would be your medium, and then if you want full output, you just have it parallel with the ground, horizontal. Then there's your full output. Now, what I'm running in this is a lithium-ion rechargeable 14500. These are the Trustfire. There's some cheap AA rechargeables. Now, this is going to give you a lot more power on the full output. I'm not exactly sure how much, but the stock battery full output, they say, is about 120. I'd say it's somewhere around 3-ish range. The only thing is, this light, more than any light I own, gets extremely hot. Extremely hot and pretty fast when you have it on high. It gets so hot that you could hardly hold the light because the heat just transfers throughout the entire body. So I wouldn't recommend running it in high for too long, just in case it blows up in your hand or something like that. You wouldn't want that to happen. But yeah, it's waterproof, IPX8, so you don't have to worry about exposing it to water. It uses the Cree XPG R5, which is, I believe, one of the smaller LEDs. And the throw on this thing is kind of, it's kind of spread out, but it does have a hot spot, a noticeable hot spot, but it's kind of a large hot spot. So it's not going to be a thrower or anything like that. It's more of a flood. So it's not going to give you crazy throw, but it definitely is sufficient. Yeah, so anodized aluminum body, military grade hard anodizing. Just really nice, pretty light, robust, tough light. Small as well. You can see that it's pretty tiny. They make this light, the SENS series, in 3 different kinds. They have a AA, they have a CR123, and a CR2, I believe, which they call the micro, which I guess is the smaller. The batteries are small, a little bit smaller than a CR123. So it gives you some battery options, and they're each a little bit different in size. Obviously, this one's going to be pretty thin but long. The CR123 is going to be a little bit thicker but shorter, and then the CR2 is going to be even shorter than the CR123. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty good light. It's going to be like a just a throw in the pocket EDC light for me. It's relatively cheap, so I don't care if it's gets bashed around in my pocket with other stuff. And I just think it's a pretty good quality light. It was the first Nitecore, well, actually the second Nitecore. I ordered 2 at the same time. I'll do a separate review on this guy right here, the EC2, which is a freaking awesome light. But that's for another video. But overall, I'd say Nitecore puts out some pretty good stuff. Quality-wise, there's nothing to say negatively about the light. I mean, other than the extreme heat, that happens with the lithium. but I mean, that's not Nitecore's fault. It's just the amount of voltage going through it. Nitecore doesn't recommend that you use the high-powered lithiums, but they do specifically say that they are supported. So, you know, don't be afraid of using them. Just, I wouldn't go crazy with the in the high mode with it, because it doesn't dissipate the heat doesn't dissipate the heat too well. So anyways, that's just a quick little overview, whatever, on this Nitecore SENS AA. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.